Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm back with two story times for you. I know many of you actually really enjoy the story times, so I hope you all enjoy these two story times as well. Before we start, please like and subscribe. Even if you don't even know if you're gonna like the video yet, just like and subscribe, or at least just subscribe. And let's get into the first story time. So the first story time was when I was like 17 or 18 in that year, and I was in a religious study school. I finished school when I was 17, so after that I went for a gap year, and I had 1 year of religious studies in a kind of boarding school. So I was there. And in this kind of background, it is very common for girls to get married after that year. So almost all of the girls in that year got married after that year, after that gap year. It's just a common thing, and obviously, like in religious backgrounds, it happens a lot. So in the place there was also like a matchmaker, that if you were interested to meet someone, you could just go over to that person and just speak about what you're looking for, blah blah blah, and then that person will see if they know someone that could be suited for you. Yes, it still exists. I know that if you're not in that kind of background, you wouldn't really think it still exists, but it absolutely does. We had that in that place, and I don't remember who really introduced me, but either it was in the school or it was like someone else that introduced me for a date. And on the same day, my best friend, she also had a date. So obviously we were like very excited, and we said, okay, you know what, let's do something. We were like very proud of ourselves. Let's go to the same place on the same night, on the same time with our dates. So we were like laughing around and planning everything. So I don't exactly remember all of the details because it was quite a few years back, but I do remember that she was in the restaurant like maybe 30 minutes before me. So yeah, also we did the date in a restaurant. So when I arrived in the restaurant, my heart was beating. And I was thinking, will I even see her, because it was quite a busy restaurant with lots of people. So I was like, am I even going to see her? It was just like the apprehension. And I was first to walk in the door, and the moment I walk in the door, she's like the first table I see with her date. So already I'm kind of getting the giggles. I used to get the giggles really, really easily. And so thank God my date couldn't really see me, but I was trying to control my giggles, and I could see that she as well. So that was the first thing. And then eventually we sit down, and he sees me like trying to control my giggles and a bit like smiley and laughing kind of, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm laughing, like obviously I'm okay." I hate these questions when you're laughing and someone asks, "Are you okay?" Obviously you're okay if you're laughing, like you're more than okay, right? So but obviously I can understand that he thought, why am I laughing? I don't even actually remember what was happening with my date. I was just more busy like spying on my friend, and she was busy spying on me. And yeah, so throughout the whole like dinner, we would like throw some eyes. Is that even English? to each other, and then I see her go up to go to the bathroom. So I tell my date that I will be right back, I'm going to the bathroom. And then I see her in the bathroom and we start laughing so much and everything was really funny. And that's it really. It's a nice memory that I have with my best friend. Up to today she is my best friend, and we just had so many good memories during that gap year together. Now the second story time was a few months later, like during the end of the year of that gap year. And so there was my best friend and a friend of hers. They shared a taxi to get to the airport or somewhere like that. So that's her like reporting me what happened. And suddenly the taxi driver starts asking a few questions like what's your star sign and everything. And then he starts telling them like their future. Oh, you're gonna get married very soon. He said that to the second friend, and then he said to my best friend, oh okay, you're going to meet someone and it's going to be a very long and painful relationship, and it's going to be very difficult for you to leave that person, and it's going to really like destroy you and inside and everything, and it's going to be a very hard relationship on you. And he was starting to say all of these things to her, and then he was like, and you're also going to do these studies and everything. And she was like getting a bit upset because it's not the studies that she ever thought that she would do. So she was getting a bit like not at all, and you know, a bit defensive. But anyway, like he was just saying these stuff to them, and then when she told me about that, I was like, oh my god, send me the number of that taxi driver. I want him to be my taxi driver. So anyway, she just sent me his number, but that's it. And I was not like gonna call him, oh hi, are you like can you see in the future? Like no, I was not gonna do that. But I was like, I'm just gonna keep his number just in case one day I need a taxi driver. Well, I think he's kind of a cool taxi driver to have. So anyway, a few months later, or a year later, or I'm not exactly sure how long, but everything that the taxi driver said, it happened. Everything. She met this guy, and she was for years in that destructive relationship with him, and she did the studies. My other friend, she got married. Well, her other friend, but she's also my friend. She got married quickly after. Like I'm telling you, it was crazy. So anyway, that's just something on the side, just in brackets. But my sister, she came to visit me for a week or something, and so she needed a taxi to come to my house. So I told her, okay, I have the perfect taxi for you. And I gave her the number of the taxi driver, the storytelling. No, that's not. No, the. So I gave her the number of the clairvoyant, and he didn't actually say anything to her. He just asked her like, "What is your star sign?" But apart from that, he didn't say anything to her. So I was quite disappointed. I was like, what? And because he was more expensive than other taxi drivers, I was like, what? And he didn't even say anything, and he's more expensive. So anyway, we spent the whole week together. It was great. But for her return, she took the same taxi driver. I told her to. And anyway, he didn't arrive on the. I think we got our dates mixed up. I said tomorrow, but it was because it was midnight. He thought it was literally tomorrow, not like when you speak to someone at midnight and you say tomorrow, you're actually thinking of like the same day, just on daytime, not nighttime. But no, he actually thought like the real way. So when I said tomorrow, for him it was actually tomorrow, 24 hours later. Anyway, that's not really important. But so we got our date mixed up, and my sister, she's waiting for the taxi driver and he's not arriving. So So she's already downstairs, and I can, through the window, like in the balcony, I can see her from downstairs. So I'm like shouting through the window, "Where's the taxi driver?" And he's like, "He's not there." I'm like, "Call him." So she's calling him and everything. That they hung up, and when I thought that they hung up, so I told her, "What an idiot! He didn't see that coming, did he?" And my sister looks up at me and she was like, "He's still on the phone." And then I started cracking up. Anyway, then I went downstairs and I helped her find another taxi driver, and everything was fine from there. But yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a crappy story time, that one. But yeah, it's just interesting to know that you have really like that you have that kind of people with a gift. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the 2 story times I had for you. Let me know if you want more of these kinds of videos, and I'll be very happy to kind of think of story times and put a video up for you. Please like and subscribe. I hope you liked the video now. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for a new video. Bye.